freaking me out, man.
Uh-oh, there's a deer making a break for it across Blue's TC.
I
don't know where he's going.
I love this, man. So for for those wondering,
Where's he going?
for those for those wondering why this happens, sometimes when the map generates animals, it generates one on top of one another, and then the unit bugs out and it'll run to the other corner. So this deer will run back to, I assume, his original patch, which was, I don't know, maybe where Blue has his scout now. But if Blue spots that, he could shoot it on the way back and get some food.
Deer just wanted a drink. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
It's thirsty deer. Maybe he walks right under Blue's TC.
It'll be like 10 tiles below, so it might not be worth it for Blue.
That'd be like 5D chess.
I saw, I don't know, more like 60, man. I saw a game where I think it was backed. Two deers glitched out like that, and he recognized they'd be coming back, and he built palisade walls towards his TC, and the deers went right underneath.
Nice.
Anyway, Malay for Blue in this game, and then we have Aztecs for Red. We just saw a restart because they didn't like the maps this time around. Wow, it's an odd map for Red. Normally you have this large chunk of wood like Blue does. He has a normal sized wood line. And he also has forward bores, so he'll need to bring them in.
You got something against normal size wood?
I mean, I have high standards, man. That's all I'm saying. Bores are on the back for Blue, so that's good. And he's close to a corner. You said in the corner there's normally a lot of deep fish. He only has 2 there, but on this map you can fish on either side. And there's wallable gaps for players, but enough pressure points for them to focus on too. I don't know what to think about this. The golds are extremely random. I will say that Blue's golds are possibly OP. 3 golds to the north of his TC. He could wall in towards his town center. Wall in from the water to the wood line. Has a stone
There's so
there
much
too.
stuff up there.
And the
You can
boars
just
are all in the
sit
back
there.
with the deer. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is crazy.
Now he's going up to dock. He should be docking in the corner.
Yeah, it's so tough to know though, man.
Usually, as a general rule, you should be docking in the corner.
Yeah, but then again, as a counter, general rule, you want to pick the piece of land that juts out the furthest. So he might be thinking that.
Not in Scandi, though.
Yeah, Scandy's different. That's my point.
'Cause
He
you
does
want the
see this
most amount of
little
water.
piece of land there, so I don't know.
Maybe she's just gonna sit there and think
Maybe
about it for a
she's
while.
drinking water. I don't know. Okay, there we go. So he builds the dock and he realizes his map is strong and he'll start walling. Malay advance 80% faster to the next stage, so oftentimes you can get away with advancing with more villagers, thus stronger eco, and plus he'll have the fish. There's a lot of potential for Blue, whereas
God, he
Red...
just secured a quarter of the map.
It's
for
ridiculous. Yeah, because of that wood line. Red has a secondary gold that's forward. His main gold can be trouble. The secondary stone, I mean, all of his resources, Red, can be hit. This map is so open for him.
He should double wall this, though. I feel like if you're gonna make that investment,
Come on, man. Not everyone's
One
as noob as
player-
you.
okay. We'll just,
I'm just kidding. You're right. You're right. Just commit to
wait
it.
for some towers to come along, and then
Then you make fun of me.
yeah.
But you're right. If he's going to commit to this, might as well.
I think at least double wall near your dock, and then you can double wall at the front.
Yeah,
if you
that's
need
true.
to.
So you can click wall behind later on.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like he's gonna do that.
Good point from Pisano in the chat. He said, T90, if you have an open map, you should be aggressive, right? You should. So this will be fun to watch. Dave and I have cast a lot of games, and too many times someone will go for the wall, but they don't commit to it. And then the guy breaks right in, or the wall isn't completed. You see it when like
Oh,
the
look where
SY...
he's walling at the north.
It's alright.
Gotta be safe,
It
boys.
helps, yeah, if his
Might
opponent...
cut through the wood.
If his opponent cuts through the wood, it's fine. And sometimes when the SY guys, they wall a lot, and you look at it and you say, that's a lot of villager idle time, it's messy, but They get enough walls, it buys them time, and they won't be complaining later on. Better safe than sorry, correct, Nistreller. Or in Age of Empires, you could just be sorry that you were too safe because it was too much idle time. But we won't get into that too much.
He just figured out that his wall was pointless.
He still hasn't clicked up. He has plenty of food. He still has a boar out there. Red.
Is Red going forward with Vils? Did he see the walls?
He has no clue. He doesn't even know where his opponent is, Dave. So
what is he? Oh, the scout from blue sees that. Red is just. Is he stream?
He's on a journey, bro. He is on a journey to nowhere.
Maybe he wants to do forward like men-at-arm towers.
I know why you're thinking he might be stream cheating, because to go forward like this is very unorthodox if you don't know that someone is doing this, what Blue is doing, but his map is also very open at the same time, so
yeah.
I
don't think he's actually streaming.
Yeah, exactly. He probably
this is the proper play if you know your opponent is going to be walling
correct.
Like this.
Yeah, and
so
Dave
Red is playing it.
Dave was impressed. He has no scouting on his opponent's golds.
He also wasn't on stone until he started taking this stuff at the front. So maybe it's not the correct.
He doesn't even see walls yet, Dave.
Play.
He doesn't even see walls yet. He has no clue. And he's building a tower, but yeah.
He didn't even see the wall before he built that tower? Okay,
no.
Here he is. And he's making a dock as well. Okay.
Yeah, now, I think Blue clicked up too early, in all honesty. I don't think he needed to click up this early.
Sometimes the melee gets you. Like
yeah, the melee bonus surprises you.
You're never quite ready for the 80% faster.
Yep. I agree. But, you know, he has 3 more villagers now, which is the norm, because you advance so fast. He doesn't know about the dock. Look at that dock from Red. Look at Blue's line of sight and how close he is to seeing that. He doesn't know Red has a dock, so he could be surprised and lose his fishing advantage. That'd be a big deal if Red could get those fish. That'd be very nice.
Eagles, eh? Huh.
Well, Malay do go archers. This is fun, because Blue has everything he would ever want in the back of his base. He's walled up to secure it. Red's being aggressive, and Red's so far doing pretty good. If he didn't dock, I'd say he's done nothing, but...
My only problem with Red doing this is that he didn't have any on stone.
Yeah.
So if you're going forward with those vills, like now they're just going to be... You're going to have to wait.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to get through
Unless
anyway.
he makes a transport ship.
This is true. I would love to see him transport with something, but he doesn't have anything of value yet. He'll kill all of the fish from Blue. The fire galleys are so strong, all the fishing ships will die. That's huge. So now he has a 5 eco advantage over his opponent.
Transport. Here we go.
No. He's going for a transport. What will he transport?
Eagles, vills, spears.
Anything you can find. Just round them all up, put them in the transport, send them across.
Yep.
He'll need
he's
to...
not going to like those fire ships,
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was saying. He'll need to...
Oh, he's going to repair his fire! Yeah! Do it!
There we go. But he's not... repair them both? No, the misclicks!
Don't attack the wall! No! Jesus Christ!
His villagers and fires attacked that palisade wall.
Now he's gonna jabate them away, and then hop in the transport, and then...
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's a bummer.
Get it!
That was such an obvious misclick from him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's just going to settle for a tower
now. He has to make a tower.
Yeah.
Did he buy that tower? No, he had stone from his base. Okay.
What? See, the problem was he didn't press the repair hotkey, so he was just right-clicking, and he right-clicked that palisade wall with his fires and his vills.
I still think he could hop in the transport.
Yeah, maybe, but I also want to point out I still think he's fine. Blue, he lost his fishing ships. He has no farms.
Look at that wall Blue made behind. That is that is some Jeez.
It takes so long for you to create more fishing ships. If you don't add the farms early, you'll just be stuck in feudal. Mass farms now for blue, but red's on the way to castle, Dave.
Yep.
The transport. Save it. Save it.
Get out of there.
So this is astounding. Red has a wide open map, especially by Scandinavia's standards. And his opponent has probably the best Scandinavian map I've ever seen. And red is winning.
Blue made a couple mistakes. One of them, you said he went up too fast.
Yeah.
Feudal.
Yep.
He underestimated the melee bonus when he did that. And then the second one, he overinvested in water here.
Yeah,
This is,
for sure.
This is
He
too
doesn't need
much.
to make the galleys. This isn't islands, right?
Like he made 4 galleys and 3 fire
And
galleys.
he already had the fires. He already killed the
Why?
dock. Yeah, I agree. I would love to see an Aztec siege monk arena style play here. The siege monk eagles. I'd love to see that from red, but I don't think he's going for it because he doesn't have any vills forward anymore. So maybe he'll
Remember
just boom.
though, if blue does have melee, and it works for the castle age as well. So
Yeah,
even though it seems like he's really far behind in the age up, if he like, as soon as he clicks, it'll take half as much time as it took red. So.
I also think he's investing in way too many fishing ships, blue. He's making 1 out of each dock, and he has 1 shorefish remaining. That's it.
Mm.
So maybe later he can relocate docks, but I don't see why you'd create more fishing ships here. But
He learned the power of the fish traps, and he's fillet.
oh, didn't think of that. Pro co-casting skills from Dave.
Although last game I said the Malay fish traps weren't the greatest thing in the world.
You did, but I brought that up. You remembered it. That's what I need from a co-caster. It's true, but they're still expensive. I would like to see them though. I don't think blue's dead at all. I think he's in an awkward position, but he'll advance to the next stage faster. He's keeping the eagles out. Actually, no, there's a hole there, isn't there? There's still a hole there, blue. Build a house, man.
There's not a hole there.
Okay, no hole. Kind of looked like it. So he keeps the eagles out. He can build a castle, and he can boom. And maybe the fishing ships will pay off for him. He has a few more vills. Yeah, he's going for fish traps, Dave.
Mm-hmm. He learned their power.
Yeah, and red is gone for 3 TCs, so he should get a vill advantage. I just don't agree with when you have a
Blue
map
screwed
like this
up.
going full boom. I think you should go aggressive again.
You never make a fish trap on the edge of the map. It bugs out. It's done that forever. Blue
Really?
screwed up.
Really?
Doesn't know the tricks behind fish traps. Okay, look at that fishing chip.
I
It's
see
on
it.
top of it. It's not fishing. You
I
can
never
task
knew
it.
that.
It'll
How-
go back. It'll take like 3 food, and then it's just done.
How do you
never
know
make
this? I want to know how you know that bug exists. I never knew that.
How do I know? If I knew how I know everything that I knew.
I think the answer is Dave is known for his unorthodox play.
Yeah.
I had no clue. Maybe I'm the only
It's
one in
happened
the room
since
who
the
did
game
know.
was created.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not a nice bug.
Okay, well, Juppy is going into guard towers, and I guess that's it at the moment. Nothing offensive for him, all defensive. He does have all the gold he'd ever want in the back. He's purchased some food.
Oh, here come the galleys. Protect the house.
Yeah,
And blue's fine here. He just needs a couple TCs. And
yeah. But it looks to me like he wants to play this 1 TC because he's not in a rush to go to extra town centers, as far as I can see.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to get up to Imp and start pumping out those karambits and hope he can raid his way to victory.
Yeah, he'll need a few more fish traps if he wants to spam karambits. I know they're cheap, but
Oh, red tried to redock. So maybe it's a good thing blue overinvested
oh
on
yeah, I
water.
see that.
It's a waste of res from red.
Well, at the same time, all blue would need to do is patrol a galley, and then he'd catch the villager that was building that, so he didn't need to create so much, but nice idea from red, and we'll give blue credit for stopping that dock. He's getting War Galley, though. Do you think War Galley is necessary? I don't. See, the pro-level strats from blue would be to have snuck a Vil out of this one gate and get to Red's water and then hit him with fires. That would be so good, but it's too late now. Forward castle from Red. Will blue be punished for being so passive? I think we'll see a castle from blue.
Yeah, blue's got to get that down pretty fast here.
Yep.
Oh man.
The gate.
It's gonna be really tough for Red to push in here. He needs to go in soon.
That gate's really weak though. These gates, they don't stand a chance against 3 Mangonels. Red, attack the gate.
Force it down, man. Stop running away, blue. Just force it
down.
down.
Red, attack the gate. Attack the gate, Red. I think if he attacked that gate, he could have ran in, but too late for the gate. Castle goes up. 2 TCs for blue now. He is behind 14 villagers, and he's only ahead by 3 fishing ships. So maybe I'm underestimating the strength of the fish traps. I think Red has a pretty big lead. So what do you do as blue researches guard tower again for whatever reason? I guess he canceled it before. What do you do if you think your opponent will go for karambits as Aztecs, Dave? In your opinion?
You wall up and force them into choke points.
Yep.
That's like the default thing against karambits, right? You wall up, you force them to fight in a choke point because the unit itself sucks a big fat ding dong.
Especially versus like all the options Aztecs have. They do have
like
Arb,
even non-elite Jaguar warriors.
regular Jags. It's just that Jags they create slow, so that's why you rarely see them. But in choke points, you're right.
Scorpions will pump them. Like anything basically kills them. It's just when they can create so fast or run around and raid, and it's just like you have karambits everywhere that they start to become a problem.
Red, he is redocked. I don't know if you've noticed this, Dave. He's using Mangonels to kill the Navy from blue. His dock foundation is still alive there. And Red's on the way to Imp, and he's just distracting blue more and more now.
God, blue's got so many fish traps. I love it. You never see this in like expert 1v1s.
No, never.
This is great.
They're not in the best position either. And he hasn't realized about that one bugged fish trap. KD's pretty good for the Mangonels so far on this left-hand side, but...
Yeah, the War Galleys are doing work now, too.
Yeah.
You know, War Galley, in this situation, if you're going for that many fish traps, War Galley is a fairly inexpensive way to secure the shoreline.
This is
I
true.
don't hate it here.
I don't hate it. What I hate is how slow he was to town centers, how slow he was to castle, and how slow he is to Imp. Because his situation is awkward. He can soon build a second castle, but he is not on his way to the Imperial Age. He doesn't have the food income. You can tell by his wood floating that he needs to build more farms. What will Red go with? Arbalest.
Not a bad choice.
Arbalest and Jaguar would be an excellent choice. And he's castling that gold on the front. So Red, again, had a wide open map on Scandinavia. He was aggressive versus a guy who has the best Scandinavian map I've seen. And he's winning, and he's securing these golds. This is good stuff from Red. It'll take some time, though. He hasn't even upgraded to crossbow. He only has 1 archery range, so it'll take some time for him to get a real force, and maybe that'll give blue the time to click up to Imp, and blue will click up to Imp as I say that, so he's not that far behind in the end. You know what I want? I want them to have a treaty till the 50th minute, and I want to see mass karambits versus Jaguars and Arbs. I just want to see what these civs can do versus each other. Singrin, you've asked the question a few times tonight. If you don't realize the overlay shows the relic count, it'll not show the relic in the table if no one has picked one up, but in this case Red has 2 relics, which is also very good as Aztecs. And he could get more. He's close to one in the south. There's one on the shoreline, on the east, or west rather. I don't know where the other is. Treb for red. 2 trebs for red. 3 trebs, soon to be 4 trebs. I think blue will lose that castle.
It's gonna be a lot of karambits. Red has to be careful. Blue can just toss those away, sniping trebs.
Yeah. Blue needs to buy himself time by sniping trebs. That's exactly right. You know the most annoying thing about karambits? They create so fast, you almost always have to have the castle selected, clicking the hotkey.
He's got no stone. You gotta buy some stone, bruh.
Yeah. He got masonry, but that'll only help him with the next castle.
And now he's gotta go through the maze with the karambits too. Oh man.
The maze that he created. These crossbows, well, they're just crossbows, but I think red was smart to put most of his resources into the trebs first. Because that's what Imperial Age gave him, access to the trebuchets before blue could. And he's taken out 1 castle. Now red doesn't see the other castle, otherwise I think he'd go for it. Okay, he just spotted it. Blue has all 3 golds in the back, Dave. But he doesn't have the eco for karambits, despite the fish traps.
Well, he keeps making fish.
With all the excess wood, he keeps making fish.
Thriving fishing economy there.
He just can't pay attention enough, I guess. The karambits just not getting +2 defense. I don't know, I think red has this.
Yep.
Impressive victory if red ends up getting it. You know, red is winning 3-1 right now in this best of 7, so he has shown how strong he is. I don't know what blue is waiting for. Bombard cannons and something ranged, like skirmishers or arbs, I guess, because that's what he's building. He's just accepted he can't go karambits.
Still making fish.
Still making fish. These are... Oh, I hope he has the hotkey. If he doesn't have the hotkey, no wonder he's not creating military. 138 population versus 121.
Without a castle, this is so done for blue.
Yeah, I think so as well. The bombard cannon like maybe will buy himself time. Oh yeah, he's housed. You can just tell, man. He's trying, but too much is happening at once. So, if you go archers or skirmishers, your opponent can just add eagles here. So it's not really the best. It's not the best. You have to go karambits. The karambit warriors, they will die. The gold villagers for blue will die. Look at the mini map. Look how much blue has to his name. Unreal. The large portion of his economy is just walling up. I mean, sorry, building houses.
You guys thought it was an anomaly? There's another fishing trap that is against the edge of the map.
Only you would notice that, man. Did that instantly trigger you when you saw it earlier?
Oh yeah.
Just instantly.
Like, how did you not know that,
yeah,
man?
I didn't know that. I never build fish traps. This guy's probably playing Arabia. I think it's over. I think red will get the victory, and
he's stuck in his cage, and GG. Wow. Nice play from red.
Seriously, yeah, well done. He was stubborn with the water on the left-hand side. He constantly kept blue in his base. Blue's greatest strength was his greatest weakness here.
Well, fishing traps?
Well, I mean, the fact that he could stay in his base, that ended up hurting him in the end because, he couldn't get out. You know, we were very critical of blue and a couple things he did. I certainly feel like in feudal age, he could have added farms earlier. His eco balance wasn't there. But I think most of the credit needs to go to red for how he played this because, again, not only did blue have the best map of all time, red had golds everywhere forward. And he wasn't troubled once, man.
Energy Panda, you're trying too hard, bruh. Yo, just got back from work. What up, T-Squad?
That's great.
Not much, P-Fam.
I love that, Energy Panda. Don't let Dave hold you back. All
That's
right.
hilarious.
There's the KD for you, Red, with a great KD and great eco. I'd be disappointed if I were blue, and I'd be pumped if I was red. That's a nice victory.
That's a good win.
Well, I said we'd cast the best of 7. We cast